Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What an excruciating game. Ghana 1, Mali 0. This was a very tough watch. It was a very difficult match to watch. But at the end of the day, Ghana got the job done. I said it yesterday that Ghana will get the job done, and Ghana got the job done. Albeit under circumstances people will not really be excited about. So this is going to be a very short post-match analysis of what I think about the game. First of all, let's talk about refereeing, because I realized that the Mali players were angry about the refereeing. I think that is not something we should be focusing on, because I don't think the referee made any egregious decisions that should get Mali upset. First of all, if people would remember when Ghana went to Bamako, the goal Mali scored the goal by smashing Gideon Mensah's face in, and the referee turned a blind eye to it. I'm not saying that's a tit for tat that happened here, but if Mali could point to a specific incident that showed that the referee was biased, then I would be enthralled. The goal scored, the Mali goalkeeper was just not strong enough. If as a goalkeeper you are coming out for a ball, you make sure that you are coming out for the ball and you are claiming it. He was not strong enough. He missed the ball completely. That was not on the referee, because when you go out there and you hope the referee comes in for you and protects you, and the referee does not do that, you do not blame the referee for that. Throughout the game, there were instances whereby there were plays that were not taken for Ghana, and there were plays that were not allowed for Mali. I think Mali came into this game with a very what's the word I'm looking for? With a very entitled opinion as to how the referee is supposed to referee the game. And I understand why certain people in the Ghanaian community would feel like, oh, the referee favored us. But I honestly didn't see how the referee favored us. There's always also this notion about playing a home game in African football, and the fact that the crowd can sometimes even confuse a referee. But all in all, I can't even pinpoint one or two egregious decisions that Mali they were good. Mali wanted a penalty. There's no way that was even a penalty. Absolutely nothing. Just threw themselves on the floor, expecting that because they had possession of the ball, the referee should favor them in 50-50 challenges. I mean, that is something that should not be entertained in any way. And so I'm struggling to see how the referee was not fair to the Malians. That aside, let's look at the Ghana play. Let's not kid ourselves as Ghanaian. Our play was terrible. Ghana did not play any good football today. Our goal was lucky. We didn't create anything significant bar a couple of counter-attacking chances by Kamal Dean and an Antoine Semenyo chance in the first half. I am of the opinion that our coach Otto Addo has to. I mean, after the qualifiers, he has to leave. It's not getting better. And I think the ceiling of Otto Addo's football was when Ghana played South Korea at the FIFA 2022 World Cup. That was the highest of high Otto Addo could reach as a manager. He's not been able to give Ghana any consistency. He's been playing this lackluster football since Nigeria. Ghana has too many talents at their disposal for us to be utilizing them in the way Coach Otto Addo utilizes them. For the love of God, you would have thought after we didn't qualify for the African Cup of Nations, 6 games he supervised, failing to win a single one of them, we would have gotten rid of him. But no, the people who make the decisions thought it was appropriate for him to continue the job. He had good runs, and we thought, okay, this is good, maintain it. He couldn't give us that consistency, and we are back to the lackluster football everybody hated and dreaded. We got away with it because Mali have themselves to blame. They didn't create any good chance today. So that is on Mali. That is not on Ghana. But any team, you go to the World Cup, you play this way, you are coming back home. I don't know when Ghana as a country became so comfortable with messing out in group stages during World Cup, because those used to be sackable offenses back then. When a coach messes out on a group stage in the World Cup, you get sacked. Otto Addo messes out on the group stage, and we hang on to the good game we had against South Korea, which he couldn't replicate throughout the tournament. We hung on to that and brought him back. And then he can't even replicate that. Consistency has not been his thing. If Ghana wants to thrive, we need a coach who is going to allow our players to express themselves. None of our players had the ability to express themselves today. The only player who could have a little bit of expression, and even that was in the first half, was kudos. But apart from that, none of our players could express themselves. After the goal, we closed shop. Mali couldn't create anything. I know people who love their defensive side of the game would say, well, that was a good game plan. No, that was not a good game plan. Any other team that is worthy assault is going to kill you. And I think that's very difficult. I think Otto Addo needs to go. I'm yet to see anyone who thinks Otto Addo should still continue in this job. I think Otto Addo needs to go. That aside, also one thing I have noticed is that when it comes to the Ghana Black Stars, whenever Partey is in the middle, we seem to get the job done. If you think I'm lying, check out our qualifiers during the AFCON. Partey did not play any single game during our AFCON qualifiers, and we couldn't win a single game. All the past games Ghana has won, bar the game against Trinidad and Tobago, it shows how significant Thomas Partey is to the Ghana national team. And we already know Partey is embroiled in a lot of legal issues. We do not have his replacement. It's going to be difficult, but we need to find a way out. And you see, during the game against Chad, people complained about the partnership between Elisha Owusu and Salis. The coach didn't listen, went ahead to play them, and there was no expression. But today, you look at the midfield between Sibo, a player who was not even initially called up. He was at least better on the ball, but he is not press resistant. I mean, I know Ghanaians are enthralled seeing him because Ghanaians called for him. He's not press resistant. That's something that is going to be worrying. He got dispossessed of the ball easily. Players like so Sibo is not. He's a good player, but I don't think Sibo is the guy we need. We need partnering Partey. Obviously, Ibrahim Sulemana is my preferred choice, but has been injured and has gone back to Bologna. But then we need to think about life after Partey. What if he can't make it to the World Cup? We have a lot of time to make those thinking because we are not going to the African Cup of Nations. So that also poses another challenge, because if we had gone to the African Cup of Nations, we could have tried a lot of like players to see how good our squad is. That also lies on Otto Addo. Most importantly too, I saw and I was on groups and pages where Caleb Irenchi got a lot of stick. People think he's not good enough, but again, people have to understand. First of all, Caleb Irenchi is not a right back. And I made this tweet. Ghanaians say that we have not replaced Asamoah Gyan as a striker. However, I believe we have equally not replaced John Pencil and Harris Nafu. That is the left back and right back position of Ghana. Gideon Mensah is too inconsistent. And today, yet again, inconsistency. Some of his plays were very questionable. He was not the forward-thinking player we even knew. It could be down to instructions. It could be down to he having a bad game, but we just didn't see. Because that's one important thing he gives us when we go forward. Gideon was supposed to come in for the likes of John Pencil. I mean, John Pencil is on the Ghana technical team bench. I don't know how he does not correct the wrongs. He does not give Gideon the tips on how he was a good fullback. We've not replaced those two players. At least for the forward position, we have so many players in the attacking positions. If you do give them a lot of chance, they are going to miss a lot, but they are going to score some. We did not create a lot for them to begin with. And so, I don't understand why Caleb Irenchi was coming under a lot of stick. This was his first home debut, and he's just 19 years old, and he's even a defensive midfielder, not a right back. So one would question, why won't the coach play Tariq Lamptey if you have a right? Because it is very clear that Coach Otto Addo does not fancy Tariq Lamptey. You can check the number of stats he even gives Tariq Lamptey. Tariq Lamptey does not get a lot of stats. It could be a style thing. It could be he liking Caleb Irenchi. But I think if we are going on as a country and we want to progress football and getting into the final 10, players like Tariq Lamptey are who we are supposed to use. But it's a style thing, and I believe we have such a defensive-minded coach who would prefer a safe playing defender like Caleb Irenchi. If on our way forward as a country, in October we have 2 games. If you look at the group now, Ghana is on 19 points. Madagascar is second with 16 points. Comoros follows with 13 points. And Mali is on 12 points. If Ghana wants to go on as a country, we need at least a win at home to Comoros. No country has been able to defeat Ghana in this qualifiers bar Comoros. And even with that Comoros game, Antoine Semenyo missed a lot of chance. Comoros is not better than Ghana. Ghana is a better footballing nation than Comoros. We should definitely beat Comoros, especially at the Accra Sports Stadium. We go to Comoros and we play away to Central African Republic. Central African Republic were defeated by Comoros in their last game. We should not have any excuse as a nation to be losing any of this game. All we need is just a win. We win that game and we go through. We could win in Accra because we just have a 3-point gap. If you give that 3-point gap to the final game day and we even lose, we have a better goal difference than Madagascar. There is no way Madagascar is catching up with us now. All we just need to do is a win. And I am very confident Ghana is going to the World Cup because I don't see Ghana losing to Comoros at the Accra Sports Stadium or dropping points. We could even drop points at Central African Republic, but I still don't see Ghana losing. The moral lesson from it is that I think if we want to continue as a national team, we need a better technical team. We need a better coach. Coach Otto Addo has been given all the chances we want. He's not playing the type of football we want. That type of football is okay for securing a 1-1 draw to Nigeria, but it's not okay to when you meet the likes of Mali in Ghana and Mali is not threatening you enough. The goalkeeper of Mali was literally on a holiday today. The only time he was tested, he fumbled it. We have too many talented players. We have Semenyo, we have Kudus, we have Naki Williams, we have Kamaldeen Suleiman. We have so many players to be playing the football we are playing. We should be as expressive. The template is there. He gave us the template, and that's how we played against South Korea. Now we need to go out and find a coach who can give us that consistency in playing that type of game. The football we played today was bad. We got the 3 points, all right, but we are not going to make any impact as a national team with this kind of play. The kind of Ghana the world knew from 2006 to 2015. That type of Ghana, we need it back urgently. That type of Ghana did not play this way. That type of Ghana allowed expressiveness. If you think I'm lying, go watch Ghana versus Germany in 2010. Even though Ghana lost, the type of football Ghana played. That is the Ghana we recognize. We do not recognize this Ghana. But on a positive and on a brighter side, the Black Stars of Ghana got the job done. All we need is a win now to go to the World Cup. And I honestly believe we are going to go to the World Cup. So, good job to the boys. One player I am impressed about, many people still don't get the impression, and I really used to not like him when I was younger, is Jordan Ayew. I think Jordan Ayew has reached that maturity state. I like the way he plays, and it makes sense why he was pissed off when he came off. I think there's still a lot of room for improvement, like I have already said, but we would go to the World Cup. Everybody should be rest assured. Everyone should go get their visas. Go Black Stars.